This is just a reiteration of the formulas discussed in the case control and cohort presentation. What type of study would be better suited for this situation, case control or cohort? Well, the population at risk for this new illness is not known. Since there are less than 300 cases, it's also relatively rare. Although exposure to L-tryptophan is of interest, it is only one of many exposures you probably want to examine. And because the outbreak appears to be ongoing, you want to answer quick. Therefore, a case control study is probably your best bet. In the actual investigation, health departments in New England or New Mexico and Minnesota each conducted a case control study. In the New Mexico study, 12 EMS cases were compared with 24 matched controls. 11 case patients and 2 controls had used L-tryptophan. Use this information to create a 2x2 table and use it to calculate the correct measure, RR or OR. This is the type of example you'll see in your homework, is a situation like this where you will have to determine if this is a case control study or a cohort study, and then create a 2x2 table and then calculate the correct measure. So here's the 2x2 table, filled in using the information from the prompt on the previous slide. So we calculate the OR, A times D divided by B times C, which is 11 times 22 divided by 2 times 1. This comes out to be 121. So in this example, those who consumed L-tryptophan were 121 times more likely to develop EMS than those who did not consume it. That's the kind of write-up I'm looking for in the homework. EMS was eventually linked to one specific brand of L-tryptophan manufactured in Japan. It's believed that a contaminant unique to this brand, not the L-tryptophan itself, played a role in this development of EMS among users. Example 2. What type of study would be better suited for this situation, case control or cohort? Well, the cyclosporiasis outbreak in Texas was associated with a business meeting that involved a small, well-defined group of attendees. Therefore, use of a cohort study to identify the source of the outbreak seems reasonable. Because the study was initiated after the exposure leading to the outbreak, it would be a retrospective cohort study. In the actual investigation, TDH undertook a retrospective cohort study to investigate the source of the outbreak. Investigators questioned all people who attended the meeting to determine if they had cyclosporiasis and to collect information on recent travel, food, and water exposures at the meeting. 24 of the meeting attendees provided information. 10 attendees who ate a mixed berry dessert served at the meeting became ill, while 3 attendees who did not eat the dessert also became ill. 4 of the attendees who ate the dessert did not get sick. Using this information, create a 2x2 table and use it to calculate the correct measure, an RR or an OR. Here we have our 2x2 table. You can see the values filled in from the prompt on the previous slide. So we'll use the formula for an RR since this is a cohort study. Our answer comes out to be 2.38. So in this example, those who ate the mixed berry dessert were 2.38 times more likely to become ill than those who did not eat the mixed berry dessert. This is also what I expect as a write-up for your homework. At the same time as this Texas outbreak, cyclosporiasis cases increased nationwide. So studies in other states linked the outbreak to Guatemalan raspberries. Later, these raspberries were identified as one of the components of the mixed berry dessert served at the Houston business meeting.